Hi guys, welcome back to Flora Fun and Food. My name is Lauren and today we're going to start the fermentation process of a bunch of my peppers that I grew in my garden so that we can make really delicious hot sauce soon. Let me show you how I did it. So the first step is just to get all of your ingredients roughly chopped because we are going to be using a food processor, which will just make our lives easier. And pro tip here, if you're working with spicy peppers, please wear gloves and do not touch your face. I have learned the hard way. So for this first batch, I'm just going to use all of the red peppers that I grew. Most of them are spicy, a few of them are sweet, and then I do have some ripened jalapenos here that I'll use here kind of at the end. And those are still spicy like a jalapeno. They're just a little bit sweeter because they've had time to ripen and turn red. So I think this is going to be just a really good mixture of flavors. So I only added the onion and these red peppers. I did not add garlic to this one. So once you have all your peppers chopped, we're gonna pulse this to get all of the peppers kind of the same consistency with the onion, and you're just making kind of a mash. And so I do scrape the sides here, pulse it one more time. Now you need to weigh it out because the salt mixture is important here. You need a 2% mixture of salt. So this right here is 683 grams of pepper mash. So if I do 683 times 0.02, I get almost 13 and a half grams of salt. So I added that in, mixed it very well, and then I scooped it into my mason jar. Now you do need to make sure you don't have air bubbles, and then you don't want air at the top, so I cut out just a little circular piece of parchment paper to stick on top just to keep all of the oxygen from touching the top. And this is a fermentation lid. It does have a little like burp valve, so I do not have to do anything to this. I can leave it set and the gases can escape on their own. The second set here, I'm going to use all of my orange and yellow peppers. Again, a lot of these are on the spicier side. Some of them are still fairly sweet, so I think this will be a good mix too. I am going to add garlic to this one just to give it just an extra flavor profile. But look how gorgeous these peppers are, and I'm just so proud that I grew these in my garden, and I just can't believe what a great harvest I had. And it's like almost mid-October and I'm still getting things from the garden. So I chopped all these up and then decided to use my spicy cayenne pepper and my one ghost pepper that was still good. The other ghost peppers were kind of moldy and I do not want to incorporate mold into my fermentation mix, so sadly I had to toss them, but I do have a ghost pepper in here, so we will see what that does. So again, just kind of mixing this in the food processor until it becomes kind of a mash. And then I am going to weigh it out again. You want to make sure that you're getting the salt right because that will help the fermentation process. So just take whatever grams you have times 0.02 and add that much salt. It's really not that bad. And then mix it really well. Add it to your container and then put your little paper on top. The paper is called a cartouche. Some people apparently use like grape leaves, but I'm just gonna use parchment paper because I'm not growing grapes. So there's my orange pepper one, and it has another one of those special lids. Now this last one I'm going to do is all of my green peppers. So here are my green bell peppers, which of course are not spicy, and then I'm adding in these, I think they're the Hungarian hot peppers, but I couldn't remember, so I decided to leave the jalapenos for another day. I may end up making just some jalapeno poppers out of them. So I got every other green pepper that I had, mashed it all up, and added some garlic to this one. It smelled really good. Again, measuring it out to get the correct amount of salt, times 0.02 for my salt. Mix it really well, and then add it into my jars. I ran out of quart-sized jars, so I had to do 2 pints. I need to clear out some jars. So then last time I'm adding a little cartouche to the top. These though don't have a lid that fits them that's a fermentation lid, so I am going to have to burp these, which just means every day or so just open the ring a little bit and let the air out. Here is our final result. We have gorgeous red, orange, and green pepper mashes that are going to be ready to ferment. So this will take probably about a month. I'm going to stick these somewhere that's, you know, the warmest place I can in my house that doesn't have a lot of light, and just remembering to burp those 2 every day just to make sure that I don't build up too much pressure. But since I use non-iodized salt, they should keep their color due to the fermentation process. So I'm really excited that these will stay vibrant, and you can eat them as a mash on their own once they're fermented, or you can start making them into hot sauces, and we'll decide when we get to that that point. But here is the start of our fermentation process for our spicy peppers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and head over to my channel to subscribe for more content like this. And I hope to see you again very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.